From Skyward Sword on the Nintendo Wii comes Link with his own Amiibo figure. Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, Lithium here from my channel Nintendo Collecting. This is Skyward Sword Link. This one was actually released about 6 months ago. I've been having difficulties getting my hands on this. I imported this one from Japan. I figured paying $50 or $60 for this one locally, I just can't wrap my mind around that. I didn't really find anyone locally to trade for it either, and then I saw them online, so I thought it was a really good idea. I'm saving myself a lot of money, and if you didn't know, if you unbox these, they're identical to the ones released worldwide in any region, just the box packaging on this is a bit unique. So let me know as a comment below, what are your thoughts on importing Amiibo? If you want to keep them sealed, they will look a little unusual in your collection, and they won't match everything else. But if you're opening them up, what's the difference? I really do like this design packaging with all the Triforce in the background. Nice picture of Skyward Sword Link there. On the back, this just informs you in Japanese that you're going to scan this in to get unique items in the game for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is one of the best games I have ever played in my entire life. One of my friends recently got a Switch, and a few others are trying to get a Switch, and they're basically saying, I can divulge 10 minutes, 2 hours, or day after day into The Legend of Zelda. It is that immersive, and I feel like whenever I play that game, I do need to devote a lot of hours to it. It's just that remarkable. You have to experience it to truly understand how good of a job Nintendo did on their first try of doing that kind of an open world game with the Legend of Zelda franchise. So I highly recommend it. If you have some Amiibo, you can scan them in. It'll make your life a little bit easier when you play the game. Taking this out, that went flying. We're just going to keep the box packaging back there. So here we go. Skyward Sword, personally, is one of my favorite games on the Nintendo Wii. And normally, his sword should be pointing straight up. So I thought it was a little bit odd that Nintendo chose to put the sword kind of going out horizontally and not going vertically above him, because that's what the game seems to be all about. But this is a really nice figure, and this is the cover, basically. I think it's the cover of the game. He's holding a sword like this, so not quite Skyward Sword. My sword, I noticed this sword in the packaging was a little bit bent. I could see it when it was in there, so I'm just trying to make it straight once again. It's nice to see him holding the Master Sword. Last time when I unboxed the one from Japan for Twilight Princess, he was not holding the Master Sword in that one. The chainmail underneath this guy is silver. It really does pop. It looks nice. Love that sheath for his sword, looking really good. The detail work on his pouches, somehow he keeps all of his items in those pouches. There is some cast around both of his legs, but it's really small, and at least it's clear, not like that yellow one for the one from Super Smash Bros. So I guess his stance is pretty wide too. They had to fit it on the base, they barely fit it on there, so well done with the design. The colors on this one, I'm much of a bigger fan than Twilight Princess personally, just because the colors do pop, they're a bit more vibrant, and that's what Skyward Sword was. That kind of French Impressionist style really does well for Link. And he's it's kind of a mix between something like A Link to the Past for me, Ocarina of Time meets Wind Waker. He's very expressive, but vibrant as well in terms of a design. So I really like this figure. I think it looks pretty cool. He's hunched over a little bit, ready to fight, so he's going to be a little bit shorter than I think the Twilight Princess Amiibo that I unboxed previously. This one's more like 3.5 inches tall by maybe 85 millimeters or 8.5 centimeters tall. Looking pretty good. If I had to choose my favorite Link Amiibo, and I'd like you to do the same, there's so many of them. They're all out here. There's at least 11 Link Amiibo out right now. This is a tough decision. The retro bit one's pretty cool. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, 2 from Wind Waker, 2 from Twilight Princess, actually a 3rd from Twilight Princess with the Wolf Link, and then 2 from Breath of the Wild. I do really like this one, even though Wind Waker is probably amongst my best favorite games. Same with Ocarina of Time. Skyward Sword is fantastic, and I really do like the design of this Link figure. So really, comment below, what is your favorite Link figure released? I'd probably choose between this one that I am holding right here, and maybe the one from Ocarina of Time, holding the Ocarina, because that's just so nostalgic for me. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket. Follow me on all the social media links in the description below the video. And remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming. Thanks for watching, everyone.